Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Mother's Day. It's Daryl here. It's bright and freaking early. It's 4 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. It was one of those mornings. It's 4 a.m. I'm a half hour late because I kept switching what I wanted to talk about. First, I was going to talk about Trump canceling his Iowa rally because supposedly he said it was because of tornadoes, but then there's other articles saying that it was because of low attendance. Because Ron's, I go to say Ron DeSanctimonious. I'm actually thinking that's his real name now. Ron DeSantis had rallies just a couple miles away, and I don't live in Iowa, but there was no tornadoes last night. I don't think so. He's catching flack if he canceled this just because of low attendance. I was thinking about doing that video, but obviously I just said everything I would say. So then Louisiana passing the strictest abortion laws in the country with no exceptions. And I'm reading this and I'm just amazed that this is part of America. I mean, where is the victim's rights in this? Where's the rights of the woman? You know, she's attacked. She has this horrific crime perpetrated on her, and she will be forced to be a part of the person that victimized her, be part of his life for at least 18 years. It's bizarre to me. I'll put the links down below so you can read that. But that's not even what I'm going to talk about. I went to Right Wing Watch and I came across one video. Right Wing Pastor Andrew Wommack, all right? And he's talking about the suicide rates of gay people and trans people, okay? And he's comparing that to cigarettes. And then he says something really just ridiculous. I might as well tell you right now. He says, well, maybe we should put a warning sign on gay people's foreheads saying, warning, this lifestyle will lead to, because he's saying that this is his information that gay people and trans people have a 3 times higher suicide rate and a 20-year less lifespan expectancy. And he compares this to cigarettes. So he's saying, cigarettes aren't even they're nowhere near as dangerous. So maybe we should put a warning sign on, that this lifestyle is dangerous. And that's something really stupid and ignorant to say. Okay, then I go down to the next video. And it's just him, and he's talking about, he says, this isn't right. This is the law of the devil. This is satanic. He's saying devil, satanic, this is Satanism, and he's talking about trans people. And this is the way he describes it. He says, that's not right, that a guy today I feel like a woman, so I'm going to go in a woman's bathroom. And he says, this is just the nature of a pervert. He says something along those lines. And the way he says that it's just how this person feels today. And in my heart, I'll get into that more in a second. I've been around, even though I'm a straight guy, I've been around a lot of LGBT, gay and trans people. And I realized that this is not the case. It's not like a day-by-day thing. This is just this misinformation. So, and then he goes on to say in the second video, that this is satanic. These people are possessed by Satan. And there's some people, he says, that maybe they're not possessed by Satan, but they're just followers. So they're just sheep like me, I guess, that go along with this. And I start realizing how the second video directly relates to the first video. Okay, I'm a straight guy. And the thing that's affected me the most, I feel ambiguous talking about this. My NA and AA meetings, I've been to hundreds of these. And I've listened hundreds of times with people all around me standing up and talking about what their life's been like. When they first started using stuff that went on in their life, like with me being molested when I was 11 to 14 or 15 years old. And it's a very emotional experience. And I've heard these stories hundreds and hundreds of times. And I'm amazed at the large amount of, because I don't know what the ratio of straight to gay people is, but there seems to be an overwhelming amount of trans gay people in these meetings. And they talk about how they first came out, or they were found out, or they were forced out, and they were attacked by their father, or thrown out of their house, and just their family turned their backs on them. And I'm sitting there, and I'm trying to empathize with this. I can't imagine what this would be like. Like, when I told my mom about being molested, what if she turned her back on me? I had a hard enough time as it was. I couldn't even imagine that. And I listened to these people talk, and they're from their earliest memories of childhood, they're saying how they felt this way, and it's obviously caused them so much discomfort, suicidal feelings, these are horror stories. And they're just regular people living the way they were born, loving who they naturally love. I can't imagine, because I'm straight, I can't imagine marrying a gay guy, having a gay husband here and kissing him and all that. I'm big on empathy. I've thought about that before. And I could, it's just not me. I can't empathize with that. But that doesn't mean that other people don't truly love each other. And I've seen this, like I said, I think it affects me more because I've seen this whole story over and over again in these meetings. Okay, so Pastor Andrew Womack is in the second video, and both these will be down below. He's literally demonizing trans and gay people, that they are of the devil, they are satanic. The Bible, God, everybody hates them. They are to be eliminated. And then you go back to the first video where he talks about life expectancy and suicide. And I start to see that people like him and his actions are the direct cause of shorter lifespans for the LGBTQ community. Like I said, I've sat in these meetings and I've heard these horror stories about being beat up, about one person's store being set on fire. Just horrific stories all through their life, and they're crying and they just want to love the person they feel comfortable loving or being comfortable in their skin. And this is from their earliest memories, like kindergarten. They're talking about how they felt this way. And I could see that these people are truly serious. They're troubled, and then along comes a pastor like Andrew Womack and says they're satanic. The whole, God is against you. God wants to eliminate you. You're not, you're an abomination. And then in the second video, he's kind of blaming the gay people. Well, they have a high suicide rate, and it's not a healthy lifestyle. Well, maybe it's because, look at what you're doing to these people. You're saying that they're an abomination. And, you look at the two videos. The two videos will be down below, and I see a cause and effect. And I watch this guy, and it's like he's clueless. And part of me gets so angry watching this. I want to almost hate this, but then the other part of me, he's ignorant in the truest sense of the word. He's truly ignorant. It's like, I don't think he even gets what he's doing. He doesn't even see that in the second video, what he's doing to gay people by saying they're satanic, they're like black magic, like devil worshiping, everybody, God hates you, that's what he's saying. And in the next video, he's kind of scratching his head saying, geez, gay people kill themselves all the time. They don't live as long. Geez, I wonder why. And I've been to these AA and NA meetings, and I hear these stories about people getting kicked out of their house at 12 years old. And so like this, and, you see the cause, the reason a lot of these people have short lifespans and are prone to suicide is because of people like you. When I watch one video and then I watch the other video, the two just clicked, and I don't know if anybody else noticed it. And then he goes on to say that he actually just compares gay people to like a pack of cigarettes, that we should put a warning sign on their head. Imagine, I'm straight, but imagine if I was gay, and I sit here and I watch this guy saying that a warning sign should be put on my head, that people should stay away from me because I'm dangerous to life expectancy and suicide. And this guy's a pastor, and he's talking about God hating me. Is it ignorance? I don't know what to say. Both links will be down below. Watch them both and see if you guys agree with me. Have a good Mother's Day.